During the two-year period of 1915 and 1916, World War I continued unabated in Europe. On May 7, 1915, the ocean liner RMS Lusitania, sailing from New York to Great Britain, was torpedoed by a German U-boat submarine and sunk off the coast of Ireland. This incident almost dragged the United States into the nearly year-old World War, but the American public's and President Woodrow Wilson's isolation proved strong until war was declared on April 6, 1917. The automobile, mass-produced by Henry Ford a few short years earlier, now changed the landscape of the country, while ragtime music enjoyed its twilight of popularity. Recorded ragtime music during this period was syncopated in a looser style with blues influences and are now categorized as proto-jazz on various album compilation releases. Not every popular recording made during this period could be considered ragtime. Years before he introduced the world to talking pictures in The Jazz Singer, Al Jolson was a famous stage performer who made many comedic recordings. Among those are 1915's top 10 record hit, Sister Susie's Sewing Shirts for Soldiers, with the then vogue for tongue twisters.
Sister Susie sewing in the kitchen on a finger. There's miles and miles of flannel on the floor and on the stairs. And Father's busy frothing, getting mixed up with the cotton and sitting on the needles that she leaves upon the chairs. And should you knock at our front door, Mother says, come inside. And if you ask where Susie is, she says with a loving pride, Sister Susie sewing shirts for soldiers. Such still as sewing shirts our shy young sister Susie shows. Some soldiers send epistles saying they'd sooner sleep on thistles than the saucy, soft, short shirts for soldiers Sister Susie sews. Sister Susie sewing shirts for soldiers. Such still as sewing shirts our shy young sister Susie shows. Some soldiers send epistles saying they'd sooner sleep on thistles than the saucy, soft, short shirts for soldiers Sister Susie sews. My goodness, I'm certainly glad that's through. Now, tell you what I'll do this afternoon. To any lady or gentleman in the audience that will try and sing this chorus, I will offer a prize. To any lady that will sing it, I will give a 10-pound box of Hyler's, Hazen Shaw's, Liggett, or Park and Tilford candy. I used to mention only one name, but they didn't send me anything. Now, to any gentleman that will sing the chorus, I will offer a brand new hat. Is there any gentleman in the house would like to try it? I'll try it. All right, go right ahead. Sister Susie sewing shirts for soldiers. That's fine, that's fine. Such skill at sewing shirts our shy young sister Susie sews. Don't get nervous. Some soldiers send her pistols. That's funny. I gotta laugh at that. I feel pretty rocky, but I gotta laugh at that. Some soldiers send her pistols. Why didn't you say revolvers and be done with it? Now, I tell you, folks, what we'll do. You've all heard the song 2 or 3 times. Let us all take it together. Have a good time. Let's sing right out loud. Now. Sister Susie sewing shirts for soldiers. That's fine. fine, that's fine.
Still as sewing search our shy young sister Susie.
That's great, keep it up. Woo! That's good.
They soon as sleep on
Good.
and the saucy softer dress for soldiers.
It's that Susie song.
What's that sneaky, freaky, creepy melody? It just takes me, makes me restless as can be. It goes through my heart, my head, my feet. I'll give anybody in the house my feet. I want to dance, 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 dance till I drop. I don't ever want to stop this dragging. Everybody drag with me. Everybody drag with me. I must go dip and in me hesitations. I could dance till day is dawning, then I want to dance all morning. Everybody play with me. Rock away and play with me. I don't want to hear any opera grand ragtime music. That's what I understand. I want everybody in the world to hang with me. Blues is clever, but he never played like this. This just thrills me and it fills me full of bliss. There it goes again, that sweet refrain. Every note reminds me of an angel's praise. Come on and dance, 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 and dance some more. We'll wear out this old fine floor completely. Everybody drag with me. Everybody drag with me. I run those dip and see me hesitations. I could dance till day is dawning, then I want to dance all morning. Everybody play with me. Rock away and play with me. I don't want to hear any opera grand ragtime music. That's what I understand. I want everybody in the world to hang with me.
Although the automobile had begun mass production in 1913, it was still prone to breakdowns, as evident on Billy Murray's comedic recorded homage to The Little Ford Rambled Right Along.
Now Henry Jones and a pretty little queen took a ride one day in his big limousine. The car kicked up and the engine wouldn't crank. There wasn't any gas in the gasoline tank. Just about that time along came Nord, and he rambled right along in his little old Ford. He stole that queen as his engine sang a song, and his little old Ford just rambled right along. His little old Ford rambled right along, and the little old Ford rambled right along. The gas ran out in the big machine, but the darned little Ford don't need gasoline. The big limousine had to back downhill, but the blamed little Ford is going up still. When it runs out of dope, just fill it up with soap, and the little Ford will ramble right along. Now they ran over glass and they ran over nails. They ran over pigs and puppy dogs' tails. They spotted a cop and shot out a sight. They rambled all day till almost night. They smashed up fences and telegraph poles, ran into ditches and deep chuck holes. They bumped into a preacher and the preacher took a ride. Then the Ford rambled on with Johnny and his bride. The little old Ford rambled right along, and the little old Ford rambled right along. He swung around the corner and he ran into a mule, and the darned old donkey kicked like a fool. He brayed and he balked and he kicked the wheels, but he had to quit kicking to save his heels. When she blows out a tire, just wrap it up with wire, and the little Ford will ramble right along. You can smash the top and smash up the seat, twist it out of shape till both ends meet. Smash the body and rip out a gear, smash up the front and smash up the rear. Bend up the fender and rip off the tires, break up the lamps and cut out the wires. Throw in the clutch to the dickens with the juice, and the little old Ford will go to beat the juice. The little old Ford, it rambled right along, and the little old Ford, it rambled right along. Now cut that out, you naughty tease. 'Tis a left-hand drive and a right-hand squeeze. Patch it up with a piece of string, chewing gum, or any old thing. When the power gets sick, just hit it with a brick, and the little Ford will ramble right along.
Between February and December of 1915, San Francisco hosted the Panama Pacific International Exposition to showcase a newly rebuilt city that had emerged from the ashes of the 1906 earthquake. Many Tin Pan Alley songwriters wrote songs with California as a subject during the year, and one of the most enduring from that time is Down Among the Sheltering Palms, a number 3 hit for the Victor Label's mixed vocal group, the Lyric Quartet.
of quaint old Holland, guard the city from the sea. a queer old-fashioned windmill, and it seems to beckon me to that land of peace and romance, where the tulips bloom so fair, to a little maid of Holland who is waiting for me there. It's tulip time in Holland, tulips I know are lonely, the sweetest lips in Holland are blooming for me only. I'd give the world if I could be back there beside her by the Zuyder Zee. It's tulip time in Holland, tulips are calling me. When the springtime comes to Holland, when the fragrant tulips grow, it is like a spark from heaven, just transported here below. And in fancy I can see her in that garden by the sea, where we stroll among the tulips, where she's waiting now for me. It's tulip time in Holland, tulips I know are lonely, the sweetest lips in Holland are blooming for me only. I'd give the world if I could be back there beside her by the Zuyder Zee. It's tulip time in Holland, tulips are calling me.
Another California theme song that charted before 1915 drew to a close commemorated the first transcontinental telephone call made between New York and San Francisco on January 25, 1915. Hello, Frisco.
Hello, Central, can't you see? Kindly hurry, just for me. Please, dear, get me San Francisco. Someone's waiting all alone. Frisco is her name, she's at the Golden Gate. Central, it's a shame for her to have to wait. Please, long distance, you connect me. Get her on the telephone. Hello, Frisco, hello. Hello, Frisco, hello. Don't keep me waiting, it's aggravating. Why can't you hurry, Central, you're so slow. Like music to my ear. When I close my eyes, you seem so near. Frisco, I called you up to say hello.
New York, hello.
How do you do, my dear? I only wish that you were here.
Hello, New York, hello.
How is the fair out there? They tell me that it isn't there.
Yes, dear, I hear you wish I were near you. Oh, Central, won't you please get off the wire?
I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Hello, dearie, hello.
Dearie, I'm on the ring and I'm arranged for everything. You know I love you so. Your voice is like music to my ear. When I close my eyes, it seems so near. New York, I called you up to say hello.
In 1915, British light music composer Albert Catalby composed one of the 20th century's most popular classical pop pieces after a visit to a monastery. His hit composition of In a Monastery Garden would not receive its first waxing until the early 1920s. Catalby composed other descriptive miniatures, including In a Persian Market, Bells Across the Meadows, and By the Blue Hawaiian Waters. In a Monastery Garden is featured here in a stereo performance, which highlights the full range and dynamics of the music.
amid fields of clover, 'twas just a little over 100 years ago. A handful of strangers, they faced many dangers to make their country grow. It's now quite a nation of wondrous population and free from everything. It's your land, it's my land, a great do-or-die land, and that's just why I sing. America, I love you. You're like a sweetheart of mine. From ocean to ocean, for you my devotion is touching its boundary line, just like a little baby climbing its mother's knee. America, I love you, and there's 100 million others like me. From all sorts of places, they welcomed all the races to settle on their shore. They did not care which one, the poor or the rich one, they still had room for more. To give them protection by popular election, a set of laws they chose. They're your laws and my laws, for your cause and my cause, that's why this country rolls. America, I love you, you're like a sweetheart of mine. From ocean to ocean, for you my devotion is touching its boundary line, just like a little baby climbing its mother's knee. America,
just to see the light of my hometown.
1916, Irving Berlin continued to churn out new songs for the market at a fast pace. One of these, I Love a Piano, and a #1 hit performance by Billy Murray, is now part of the Great American Songbook of Popular Standards.
As a child I went wild when the band played. How I ran to the man when his hand swayed. Clarinets were my pets and the slide trombone I thought was simply divine. But today when they play I could hiss them. Every bar is a jar to my system. But there's one musical instrument that I call mine. I love a piano, I love a piano. I love to hear somebody play on a piano, a grand piano. It simply carries me away. I know a fine way to treat a Steinway. I love to run my fingers o'er the keys, the ivories, and with the pedal. I love to meddle when Paderewski comes this way. I'm so delighted if I'm invited to hear that long-haired genius play. So you can keep your fiddle and your bow, give me a piano. Oh, I love to sit right beside an upright or a high-toned baby grand. When the green tetrazzine starts to warble, I grow cold as an old piece of marble. I allude to the crude little party singer who don't know when to pause. At her best, I detest the soprano, but I run to the one at the piano. I always love the accompaniment, and that's because I love a piano, I love a piano. I love to hear somebody play on a piano, a grand piano. It simply carries me away. I know a fine way to treat a Steinway. I love to run my fingers o'er the keys, the ivories, and with the pedal. I love to meddle when Paderewski comes this way. I'm so delighted if I'm invited to hear that long-haired genius play. So you can keep your fiddle and your bow, give me a piano. Oh, I love to sit right beside an upright or a high-toned baby grand.
My head's in a dizzy whirl since I met a certain girl. There isn't another like her. She's a matchless pearl. Since I met this maid divine, I do nothing else but pine, because I know she never could be mine. The girl I love is on a magazine cover. It seems they painted her just for me. I'd fall in love if I could ever discover a little girl quite as nice as she.
and name her my queen. For if she ever came, I would love her the same as I love her on the cover of a magazine. My home is a picture book. If ever you came to look, you'd find her in every corner and in every nook. She's fairer than all the queens, and loving her simply means that I'm kept busy buying magazines. The girl I love is on the magazine cover. It seems they painted her just for me. I'd fall in love if I could ever discover a little girl quite as nice as she. If I could meet a girl as sweet, I'd simply claim her and name her my queen. For if she ever came, I would love her the same as I love her on the cover of a magazine.
But the cutest little way, like to watch you all the day, and it certainly seems fine, just to think that you'll be mine, and I see your pretty smile, makes the living worth the while, so I've got to run around, telling people what I found. And when I told them how beautiful you are, they didn't believe me. They didn't believe me. Your lips, your eyes, your cheeks, your hair are in a class beyond compare. You're the loveliest girl that one could see. And when I tell them, and I certainly am going to tell them, that I'm the man whose wife one day you'll be, they'll never believe me. They'll never believe me, that from this great big world you've chosen me.
Don't know how it happened quite. May have been the summer night. May have been, well, who can say? Things have happened anyway. All I know is I said yes, hesitating more or less. And you kissed me where I stood, just like any fellow would. And when I told them
As 1916 was drawing to a close, 5 young Italian-American musicians from New Orleans were starting to make headway up north with their brand of Dixieland jazz music. Although they would not get the chance to make a recording until January 1917, the last Ragtime recordings were being waxed by the major and new independent record labels. One of these, Pretty Baby, was recorded on September 15, 1916 by the Victor Military Band. One of the newcomers of 1916 was singer and Victor recording artist Marian Harris. Her recordings, pointing the way to the Roaring Twenties decade, are vocally tinged with both blues and jazz elements. Her number 7 hit recording of Paradise Blues, although recorded in November 1916 and not charting until February 1917, straddles both the end of ragtime and the beginning of jazz.
Down old Mobile Way in a cabaret, there sits Ragtime Lou. He will show you how to blue on that piano. Now any night at all, Miss Lucinda Hall drifts into the place with a smile tells him to blue on that piano. Maybe she'll start to sigh, maybe she'll start to cry. Pleadingly she'll say, honey, don't play me no opera. Play me some blue melodies. I don't care nothing about Carmen when I hear those harmonies. Oh, that's it, honey, babe. Oh, won't you play that tune again? It sure does tantalize. Oh, lay right on those piano keys. I feel that feeling down in my knees. 'Cause when you play the blues, I'm right in paradise. Honey, don't play me no opera. Play me some blue melodies. I don't care nothing about Carmen when I hear those harmonies. Oh, that's it, honey, babe. Oh, won't you play that tune again? It sure does tantalize. Oh, lay right on those piano keys. I feel that feeling down in my knees. When you play the blues, I'm right in paradise. From